It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. There is no great genius without some touch of madness. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Well begun is half done. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. Hope is a waking dream. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. The state comes into existence for the sake of life and continues to exist for the sake of good life. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. A tyrant must put on the appearance of uncommon devotion to religion. Subjects are less apprehensive of illegal treatment from a ruler whom they consider God-fearing and pious. On the other hand, they do less easily move against him, believing that he has the gods on his side. It is just that we should be grateful, not only to those with whose views we may agree, but also to those who have expressed more superficial views, for these also contributed something, by developing before us the powers of thought. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. We must no more ask whether the soul and body are one than ask whether the wax and the figure impressed on it are one. We become just by performing just action, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave action. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. For one swallow does not make a summer, nor does one day, and so too one day, or a short time, does not make a man blessed and happy. The secret to humor is surprise. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. A friend to all is a friend to none. Happiness depends upon ourselves. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. The law is reason, free from passion. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. Republics decline into democracies and democracies degenerate into despotisms. We make war that we may live in peace. Nature does nothing in vain. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The end of labor is to gain leisure. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be the first to know about new material.